Every show that we do is a treasure, and this is no different on this week's episode of The Animal Rescuers.
The Animal Rescuers has been adopted by Pet Planet. There is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Bari, thank you so much. It's been almost a year since I've been here last at Rescue Treasures, and I am so excited for you. The store has changed tremendously.
It has.
It has grown, and I'd like to hear a little bit about that growth that you've experienced.
Well, I hope you'll walk around and take a look at everything. Our donations for the store have just been incredible and overwhelming, and we get new donations almost daily from wonderful supporters. People who come into the store love it. They said there's not another store like this of its kind, and we're very proud of it. And the merchandise we have continues to be very top quality and very upscale. So people can come in on a beer budget with their champagne taste and feel like they're shopping in a high-end store. And their bill is so reasonable. It's amazing.
Rescue Treasures is what? What kind of store?
We call ourselves a charity boutique, but we are in reality a thrift store. Everything is donated. And we're very selective about our donations. We take everything and we keep the cream of the crop from the donations, and anything we don't use because of who we are, PAC 911, we pass along to the other rescue groups that have thrift stores and give them the opportunity to see if there's merchandise they can use. So it all goes to the animals. We of course started the store to contribute to the finances of PAC 911, specifically the medical fund. And thanks to this store, we made I don't know, my treasurer would like me to tell the world how much, but we made a very significant donation to that fund at the end of this year. So every month there was surplus money that went to the fund, which is exactly what we were hoping it would do.
But people want to know, what is PAC 911 and how can they get involved?
PAC 911 is Phoenix Animal Care Coalition, and I call us an umbrella organization. And we have 125 different rescue organizations under our umbrella. So we are a support for those groups, and our main function is to assist them in a variety of ways. We assist them with their adoptions by putting on the many big adopt-a-thons that now are well known. PAC 911 adopt-a-thons are probably the most popular in town because they are large. There's so much variety. We do all the marketing, we do all the planning, so it's not just a helter-skelter, bring groups in, let them plop down where they want. Everything's organized and well run, and the groups love coming to our events. We do about 10 a year from October to April. So in that way we assist with the adoption of their animals. And since we have only numbers from 2004, although we go back to 1999, but since 2004, just at our events, not counting follow-up or anything, close to 8,000 animals have been placed in loving homes.
Wow.
So that's it's a nice record.
Tell us the benefits so that those rescue groups that are going to watch this show would know the benefits of coming under your umbrella.
Well, of course they get to come to our big events, which is, which is invaluable because the events are all over town. So we're in the East Valley, we're in Anthem, we're in the West Valley. So they have access to different populations for their animals. And so that in itself is worth a lot to them. And secondly, the fund, the emergency medical fund, it's very nice. You know, for the larger groups, the money may seem like a drop in the bucket,
Sure.
because they have to raise so much money. But for the smaller groups, it's a pretty significant percentage of the dollars coming in. So it's a very nice help to them. And you probably, as you pursue the recap with some of our groups, you might ask them how the EMF has affected them. And because many have said to me, this dog is directly saved because of the EMF. I couldn't have done it without you.
Right.
You know, so we see the faces, we see the living beings that are here today and thriving thanks to our fund.
Whew, okay, folks. I need windshield wipers on the eye.
I know, it's hard to be involved in animal rescue, seeing all that we see and experiencing the heartache without shedding tears. We all do. That's why we're here, because we do care. To do what we do, we must have donations. We will be having a beautiful fundraiser February 27th called A Glimmer of Hope.
Oh, I like that.
And it will be on our website. It isn't up there yet because my webmaster isn't feeling well, but it will be on our website, and we would love people to come to that. But anybody can mail in a donation to PAC 911 at any time, or go on our website and pay with PayPal.
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health, because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Starting on November 13th, we are starting our first annual pet food drive. It's the Animal Rescuers in association with Black Dog Promotions. Today we are at Rescue Treasures. This is going to be one of the first drop-off spots. We will have many throughout the valley. All of the food will be collected by Chuck Wagon and dropped off to wherever it is that it is needed.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
So Dee, it's been a year later. Can you believe that?
No, it's been great.
Absolutely, and I am blown away. I mean, I can't see anything. So this is obviously our Thanksgiving setup. Please tell us the changes and what your life has been like here at Rescue Treasures a year later.
Well, we've just had an awesome year. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've just, people have donated daily. People come in and donate, people come in and shop, and we've just been really blessed.
And has the shopping increased? I mean, more customers, like there's two, come in here.
We have new people every day, and we also have a great following of repeat customers.
So you're located on 40th and Thunderbird. Great location.
Yeah.
And you're open how many days a week?
We are open right now Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
And we open at 10 in the morning, and we are closed at 5:30. During the holidays, we'll be open on Sunday also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are when people have donations that they bring in, is that any day of the week or specific days?
They can bring the donations in any day that we're open, store hours, and then if there is a large donation, we're glad to pick it up. So, yeah,
okay.
Pretty much any time.
And are you needing any particular type of donation right now? Because I know the store is full, but is there something that sells more and you don't have it that you would need?
We love nice women's things. We always do. We have great women that shop here. We love to have purses and shoes and just things that make people feel pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that stuff goes quickly.
Oh, it
so
does.
To replenish that would be a great thing.
Absolutely.
The first Pet Planet store opened in 1996 after the devastating loss of our Cocker Spaniel to cancer. What we learned then about pet health was eye-opening. The food and the treats that we were giving him did not support his immune system and may have actually harmed him. Pet Planet was established to be a community resource. a store that offers only the healthiest products and the best knowledge on pet health issues. At Pet Planet, there is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Krista Gibson from Animal Medical Services, and we're proud to partner with the Animal Rescuers and Black Dog Promotions to do a holiday pet food drive here at AMS. If you would like to help contribute to our holiday pet food drive, please drop off some pet food, cat or dog, to our office anytime starting this weekend. You can really make a difference in a hungry pet's life. And don't forget to watch my segment every week on the Animal Rescuers. It's called At the Vet. Hi, and welcome back to At the Vet. I'm Dr. Krista Gibson from Animal Medical Services. Today we're going to talk about what it takes to be a responsible pet owner. And most all of us who have pets understand the joy and the unconditional love that comes with owning a pet. But what does it take to make sure that you can keep that pet? Shelters are staggeringly full of unwanted, unloved, and formerly cherished animals. But what can you do to make sure that your animal is not one of them? Good pet ownership starts with good decisions. We can probably all agree that food, water, shelter, and basic veterinary care meet the basic needs of our pets. But what about those intangible needs? What about the other things that maybe we didn't think about ahead of time? What other kind of needs? Well, some animals require grooming. Some others have behavior problems. Some others are maybe more or less well suited to your particular lifestyle. These are all things that you should think about before you pick up a pet, before you go to the shelter. Make sure you understand what your lifestyle is and what kind of pet will fit into it. A recent study looking at shelter surrenders found that 45% of dogs were given up for behavioral issues. Most cats are given up for personal hygiene issues, allergies, intolerance to fur, things like that. What's upsetting about this is that 50% of dogs that come into shelters are between 3 months and 5 years old. Most of these are unruly, adolescent, untrained dogs. And it makes me sad to hear that somebody gave up an animal to a shelter because it was too much of a handful, or it was too unruly to be in the house, or that maybe it ate something that it shouldn't. Well, the truth is, these are all very normal, young, adolescent dog behaviors. And good training and good preparation can really help make your relationship with your pet better. Another thing to be very careful of is beware the free pet. No pet is free. It might be free of cost, but it may need veterinary care. Well, it will need veterinary care. It may need advanced veterinary care. It may need specialty diets. You might even need to have a behavior consultation. All of these things can play into what makes you happy with your pet, and some of these added expenses that are unexpected can sometimes end up with a pet in the shelter. One of the other really disturbing things to me is that of all the animals that go to a shelter, 50% of cats and almost 30% of dogs have never been to a veterinarian. All pets need some kind of mental stimulation to keep them happy and keep them busy. I've always said a tired dog is a good dog. So be prepared to have some exercise and some training with your new pet. Cats too, they benefit from play and interaction just as much as a dog does. Older dogs from a shelter may have ongoing medical issues as well. Pet health insurance plans or pet savings plans are always a good way to be prepared for those unexpected expenses. And last, don't forget to include your veterinarian in your ideas and your choices. Ask your veterinarian if perhaps an Irish Setter or an Australian Shepherd is what's right for you. Or maybe you want something a little more sluggish, like, weirdly enough, a Great Dane. They're super apartment dogs because they do almost nothing. Cats too. Older cats don't necessarily tolerate young, rambunctious children. Young children might be better off with a kitten. Once again, thanks for coming to see us at the vet. I'm Dr. Krista Gibson from Animal Medical Services.
Hi, I'm Jen, and this is Pet Planet's Pet Tip of the Week. This week, we're going to talk about oral hygiene. What many pet guardians don't realize is how important dental hygiene is to the health and well-being of your pet. Poor dental hygiene can not only compromise your pet's immune system, but sometimes it can pose very serious life-threatening situations. The first line of defense is prevention. Just like you and I, we take care of our teeth every day. The same occurs for the pets. There are a number of things that Pet Planet recommends to help keep your pet's teeth nice and clean. The first would be brushing your dog or cat's teeth every single day. Using a toothbrush or a finger brush is a great option. And then make sure that you're using a pet-safe toothpaste. Human toothpastes are not digestible and do cause stomach upsets, so don't use those. Another consideration is making sure that you're providing your pet with things to chew on. Providing them with raw meaty bones or smoked bones does a great job of helping to scrape the tartar from their teeth as they chew. There are a number of toys on the market that also are designed specifically for dental hygiene. Toys that have nodules or grooves so that as your pet plays with them, again, it's going to scrape the tartar from their teeth and help to keep their teeth nice and clean. For those who are looking for an easier option, there are really easy to use oral care supplements that you can add directly to your dog's drinking water. As they drink their water, they're ingesting this heavily oxygenated water, which really helps to break down the tartar and give them fresh breath. One further consideration to look at is what type of food you're feeding your pet. Feeding your animal a low glycemic product, which means there's less sugar in the food, is very important to oral health. Raw food options and grain-free options are all great solutions for that. This is Kendall, and she's going to help demonstrate how to brush your dog's teeth. I like to use the finger brushes myself. I find that dogs are far more apt to allow you to put your finger in their mouth than putting in an actual brush, but really it is just personal preference. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you're using a pet-safe toothpaste when brushing your dog's teeth. Not only is this going to ensure it's safe for them, but it actually has a nice taste to it, so they think that they're getting a treat while you're brushing their teeth. Kiss it. So you're just going to insert the brush and with gentle circular motions, make sure that you're brushing along the tops, the bottoms, and the insides. Good girl. She'll give you a good canine smile. Stay tuned each week for another Pet Planet pet tip. There's more of the Animal Rescuers coming right up.
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health, because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Starting on November 13th, we are starting our first annual pet food drive. It's the Animal Rescuers in association with Black Dog Promotions. Today we are at Rescue Treasures. This is going to be one of the first drop-off spots. We will have many throughout the valley. All of the food will be collected by chuck wagon and dropped off to wherever it is that it is needed.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
This week we attended the Arizona St. Bernard Rescue Picnic. There were tons of saints, lots of people, food, games, and a lot of fun on a warm, sunny November Saturday. I have to share with you that watching my friends on Facebook stepping up to the plate to do the best thing in animal rescue, these shows are worth it. This is Kimberly reminding you, adopt, donate, volunteer, spay and neuter, share our show on Facebook, keep rescuing those animals, and you can be an animal rescuer too. We'll see you next time.